America is printing money every day and we still broke? How is that? You know what? We gotta beat them at their own game and we all gotta get the bag. We all gotta earn our money so they can't stop printing that bread. So it's your girl Special Treasure. Welcome back to my channel.
Back in the 6th grade, I got the bad grades. I was in love with my tutor. See, musically, you trapping, man. Most of you rappers, actors, man.
So in today's video, I will be talking about my experience at my very first pop-up shop. I'll insert some pictures. So I want to talk about some pros and cons and also give you guys some tips on your pop-up shop because I know I have a lot of entrepreneurs starting to come to my channel and starting to check me out a little bit. So I thought it would be cool to tell you guys what I learned, because we gotta share. There's enough money out there for everyone. America's printing money every day. America is printing money every day and we still broke? How is that? You know what? We gotta beat them at their own game and we all gotta get the bag. We all gotta earn our money so they can't stop printing that bread. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So I'll go over some of my pros just because I'm really proud of myself. My first pro is that I did sell out on a couple of things. I sold out on my bangles and my charms and my hats. I always forget about my hats. And I'm really, really proud of myself for that because I didn't think I would sell out of anything for one. And I brought a lot of bangles. I actually was making bangles because I sold out so many times and I brought extras just in case. So I was making bangles as I go and then those sold out. So I was like, got on the back to me. Also croc charms. I was selling croc charms. I was like last minute and those sold out. And then also my hats. They also sold out. So that was exciting. So the next pro would be that overall I did make over $300 for my first pop-up shop. I thought that was amazing because I wasn't expecting to make $30. So to make a lot more than that, I was really, really proud of myself. Also, along with that, I was really a friendly person. Like, I'll see people a couple tables down, like not at someone else's table, but like looking around and I'd be like, that invited people to my table and really drew attention to me is that I had a big bowl of candy. I had peppermints, which brought in a lot of the adults, and I had lollipops, which brought in a lot of the kids. So with come kids, come adults with money. And of course the adults wanted peppermints because the breath was hot from walking around all day, so it was perfect. But I think that did bring a lot of people to my table, and then they will stand there and I'll tell them about my brand, and then I give them a business card and they look at my stuff and tell me, oh, I gotta come back for this. And I promise you, 95% of the people that looked at my stuff and said, I'm gonna come back for this, came back for it. And that's what shocked me, is that when people made their way back around, they was like, oh yeah, you still got that shirt? And I was like, yes, I do, I got you. Or they were like, okay, I went around see if other people had lashes and you had the best lashes, and bought a pair of my lashes. And I was like, this girl, she couldn't make up her mind and she bought two. I was like, okay, thank you. Also, when it came to my table, I made sure my table was full. I didn't think I had a lot of stuff because I looked around and so many people had so much stuff. But I think at the end of the day, I had more of a variety of things. Some people had like a one niche type of brand. Like if they did body scrubs, they only did body scrubs, body lotions, body oils, face scrubs. That's it. Like it kind of just was in that same facility. Whereas for me, I did hats, I did t-shirts. Everything's customized, by the way. That's what brought people in too. Hats, t-shirts, lashes, charms, bracelets, lash applicators, lip glosses. To have that much of variety and a free bowl of candy, it really drew people to my table, and I think that was the big kicker. Also, a thing about my table that a lot of other tables did not have, I had a runner on my table, which I made. It was a black tablecloth, a 6-foot table, and I wanted to be outside the box, you know what I mean? And I bought this 2-yard cloth from Walmart, cotton cloth, and I pressed my picture on it and like some of my sayings like keep that same energy, Spec Treasure, and my logo. So I put that all on this runner and I placed it in the middle. You guys will see it on my pictures and stuff. And people were like walking up and like reading it and looking at it and couldn't pronounce my name, and that's what made me say like it's Spec Treasure, because my name is Special Treasure, and people loved it, and that really made me happy. Before I get into like my tips, like the third part of my video, I do want to talk about things I wish I could have done better. Just because I think, you know, there's always room for improvement. Even though I'm really, really proud of myself, there's so many things I could have done better. The number one thing I think I could have done better, I wish I had a variety, because I had I had 3 Black Girl Magic shirts and Trauma Queen shirts. I had 4 different shirts, and I brought 2 sizes from small to 2X. So that's a lot. I mean, I thought it was a lot. Obviously, it wasn't enough. And I even offered people, like, hey, if you order on my Etsy shop, I'll give you free shipping. DM me, like, I got you. Right now, I'll cut free shipping. You know what I mean? And customization if wanted. Stuff like that. I'll offer that, but a lot of people didn't really take that. I think only one person did that. A lot of people was like, no. Like, I want it now. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, shoot. Sorry. I didn't think I would, honestly, like I said, I didn't even think I would sell anything. So I was like, I didn't know, you know what I mean? But in addition to my cons, I think I had my prices a little too low for what my actual prices are. I did a lot of research. Some people upped their prices, some people lowered their prices. Me, it being my first time, I didn't want to make my prices too high. So I made it a little bit lower, and I think I made it a little too low. Like, my bangles is usually $3.50 or $4 a piece, but I did 3 for $8. But at the pop-up shop, I sold them for one bangle is $3.50, so I knocked it 50% or 50 cents, and then I did 3 for $8, which technically I didn't really make that much money off of, but at the same time I made the most money off of that because they sold out. I sold over 70 bangles, so you know what I mean. Some people did the 3 for $8 multiple times from one person, and some people just bought $3.50, or they only bought 2 of them because they wanted a double set. Whatever the case may be, you know what I mean. So it was, I just wish I wish I would up that price a little bit more, at least kept it at 4, or did like a 3 for 10, something like that. That would have been more reasonable. I would only be losing, it would only be like $1 discount, $1.50 discount, something like that. It would be a $2 discount because it's usually $4, and if I did 3 for 10, it would have been yeah. I just didn't. When I tell you, like, if you guys watch my 2 other videos, it was such a stressful time. I didn't think these things through, but now I know moving forward to make sure I price it correctly and make sure I'm not getting robbed. So my last con, and I wish I would have did this. Oh my goodness. I wish I would have got people's emails, got people's phone numbers. I don't know what I was thinking. I just knew for sure that they were all going to go follow me. When they looked at my business card, I just knew for sure that they were all going to go shop my Etsy. And that's not cool. I mean, it is cool that they have my business card, but it's like, I should have took the initiative and actually say, hey, do you want to sign up for my email list so I can get notified when I do special things, or when I offer discounts on customization, because that's something that people really love, is my customization. So I should have did all of that, but I wasn't thinking. Like I said, it was such a stressful time, but you know, I did meet a lot of people, so I'm not upset. I just, for next time, let's get on into some like quick little tips and things like that I will encourage all of you new entrepreneurs to do at your very first pop-up shop, or any type of pop-up shop that you do. So number one, the first thing that I did is I met the owner off the rip. As soon as I seen her, put my hand out, I told her my name, what my business is. She placed me at my table. She came back a couple times for some mints. You know, she walked around and I spoke to her a couple times. I made sure she knew who I was. I'm like, know me, okay? No spec treasure for sure. You gonna know me. Another thing I want to stress is to make sure you keep your table neat. As I mentioned previously, I had to make bangles when no one was around because I kept selling out. And my table would get messy, so when someone walked up, I had to like quickly throw everything under the table and put it on a chair and like scoot the chair under the table. It was kind of like, it wasn't embarrassing, like no one, I don't feel like, because I stood up and I made sure I presented myself like, hello, welcome to Spec Treasure Apparel, where you get everything, okay, embrace your inner beauty, okay. I made sure I did all that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, just make sure you keep your table neat. And there's a couple times I did have to straighten up. There was kids running around. They kept taking my jewels. They kept taking my diamonds off my table. One girl kept coming up and taking all my lollipops. Like, so I had to make sure I kept it cute and everything. But overall, I think people really loved my presentation. That it was a lot to look at, and it wasn't just like, okay, I know that you're selling candles And shout out to all my candle makers out there, but I'm just saying, like, just if you have like one set of things, like one set of product, okay, you sell candles and fragrance spray, cool. You know what I mean? Like, I had a lot going on and I had a lot to offer to people, and being that I had the whole trauma thing and keep that same energy, it related to a lot of females, young and old. The next thing is to mingle with others. I made my way around a couple times. There's a couple people that I connected with there, and I wish I could have been at their table more, and I really wanted to buy something. I couldn't, but I did get their card, and I did end up following them on social media, hitting them up on social media, telling them I really did enjoy their table, their presentation, I love their product, I'm looking forward to shopping with them soon. And I got the same response back. They followed me back, and now, you know, we're kind of feeding off each other when it comes to different pop-up shops that come about in the area. Make sure you mingle and socialize with other people who have small businesses, because you never know what they may bring to your table, and they may know more about pop-up shops in the area than you do. I already have a couple offers for different pop-up shops coming up soon, so make sure you stay tuned for those vlogs. And that's just with me mingling and people also coming to my table and just saying, hey, this is what I sell, I love what you sell, how can we work together? And I was like, okay, Betty, let's get it. Like, and then we started. I'm just really proud of myself. Also, I want to say this, and this goes along with the whole mingling thing. There was people there that was just sitting there, and I noticed they were sitting there the whole time on their phone. And then when someone come up, they're like, but they never stood up. They never really, and I wasn't watching the whole time, but from what I saw, I'm just saying, I just saw them like this and just like talking to each other and not really engaging or standing up, or I did not once see them walk around, because first of all, they never came to my table. I didn't see them walk around once, and I was like, you know, that's what I'm not gonna do. I wanted to make sure I tell you guys that. Don't just sit there and be on your phone and mingle with the person that you came with and just kind of not engage with anyone else, because you don't look inviting. I watched so many people walk past their table and I felt bad because they had nice products, but you know, no one's going to really buy anything from you if that's your attitude. I do follow them on social media, so I'm not going to say their name or anything, because I think they have great products, and I'm not here to bash them or anything, but just in general. And then they made a post on Instagram like, you know, I didn't sell as much as I thought, and I'm like, well, not because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had everything else in place though. I had my card reader, which I just typed in the cards, which worked just fine. I did have my two QR codes for Venmo and Cash App up. I did have my cash box, which I haven't took my cash out of it yet. Honestly, I was thinking about just keeping it in there and just for every pop-up shop, you know, I have it already. Because I haven't even opened it. I mean, I counted it, but I haven't opened it since. But whatever, that's beside the point. But yeah, that's all I got to say for today's video. I just really want to make sure I tell you guys, you know, what's up. Like, so you guys know what to do when you have your very first pop-up shop. And if you do have one, or if you have had one in the past, please comment down below what your experience was like. Tell me some tips, because I'm sure I didn't cover all the tips here. This is just based on my experience in my very first pop-up shop, and I'm going to more, so I may not have those same experiences and may not have those same sales. It depends on my audience. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys shop my Etsy, because if you're here watching this Etsy video or this entrepreneur video and you're not supporting this young black entrepreneur, what are you doing for real? Question yourself, girl. Question yourself. But let me go on and just go ahead and end this video. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias. I'll be back in a couple days with another video. You know this girl's dropping bangers all week, so make sure you guys support me. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.